Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a different video. You can call it a series as there will be a couple of videos on this topic. It's been over a year since I passed my AWS Solution Architect exam back in 2024. And since I've worked primarily on on-prem technology, I haven't got a chance to develop on my cloud engineering skills. So as end of 2025 is approaching very fast, and to challenge myself, I am attempting the AWS Cloud Resume challenge created by Forrest Brazeal. Hope I'm pronouncing the name right. So this is going to be one of maybe 5 parts of my journey to build a full cloud native project from scratch. And I'm documenting everything here step by step. Just an overview of what I built this week. This week's goal was simple but important: build and deploy the front-end resume website that will eventually connect to a serverless backend and a DynamoDB database. So for week 1, I built a clean resume using HTML, CSS, and hosted on a S3 static website, secured it with CloudFront, and connected a custom domain using Route 53. Let's start with the basics. The resume site itself, I kept it simple with the content and styling clean and basic due to it being visible publicly. The resume consists of my name, intro, work experience, education, skills, and a project section, which I will update as I progress through this challenge. The goal isn't to have an amazing eye-catching resume. The goal is to build a lightweight page that loads fast, looks professional, and can be hosted cheaply on AWS. We don't want to rack up no bills. A little background of my experience with HTML and CSS. I do regularly configure hard-coded information in these files in my work environment. So I do have some experience there, but I also did take a free code camp course with HTML and CSS a couple of years ago, which came in handy building up this resume. I wrote everything in pure HTML, then styled it with CSS, got the template from my website, so the resume looks quite similar to my personal website. Once the site was ready, I uploaded it to an S3 bucket configured for static hosting. This was very straightforward. So this means the bucket is public for GET requests. It has an index.html file. And S3 is a serverless architecture, so it serves like a tiny web server, but without the overhead of actually running any servers. Just this step alone is a huge part of cloud engineering, learning that storage services can act as a web host. Next part was to register a domain in Route 53. You could use other registrars, but I decided just to stick to Route 53 because it is in the AWS domain. And the final step was CloudFront, AWS's CDN, so the content delivery network. Using AWS Certificate Manager, requested an SSL TLS certificate to secure the site. I created the ACM certificate in US East 1 region, attached it to CloudFront distribution. Odd one over here I really got stuck was that CloudFront only accepts ACM from US East 1 region, and I was creating it in EU West 2, and this never showed up and never would. So this gives the site faster global load times, HTTPS using an SSL certificate, which I got from ACM, and a pretty big security upgrade. This week taught me quite a few things, but an overall standard week. The pace is going to be picked up soon. So this week I learned how static sites work at a fundamental level, why S3 is such a powerful hosting option, how CDNs improve performance with caching and edge location, how DNS ties everything together in the cloud, and most importantly, how cloud removes so much infrastructure complexity. Next week, we get into the more exciting stuff because I'll be building a serverless API with AWS Lambda. I have only worked with Lambda on a theoretical basis, so this will be fun. Storing data in a DynamoDB and connecting it to this front end. And this is where the Cloud Resume challenge gets real. If you're also learning cloud or you want to follow this challenge step by step, hit the subscribe button and follow this journey. I will post all the resources I have used in the description box below. Drop a comment if you have any questions, or if you're doing this challenge too. I would love to see your progress. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in week 2.